Hello, everyone. Coming to you. Found something I wanted to talk about. I'm out. I'm out on the road. Found something I wanted to talk about. It's kind of interesting. Um, recently I've had a number of clients that have been solicited by cartels in Mexico, even up in Houston, Dallas, different areas like that. And most of the time, they're fairly young people. 17 to 25, and solicited via chat, via Snap, different chat apps, different online stuff like that. And what it is, solicited mostly to be involved in alien smuggling. That's obviously where I'm at on the border, a big issue. But I thought it was interesting because I was looking at these things because one of the things I wanted to do in one of the cases was subpoena, all the records and go back and be able to kind of recreate, how my client had gotten picked up to begin with, right? And as I was doing a little bit of research on it, I came across a couple of different cases that I thought were pretty interesting. I've got one where there was a person that was sought on Tinder, and actually the guy was out on bond, um, and he ended up strangling and killing a nurse that he had met through Tinder, through this app. He was actually out on bond for strangling an ex girlfriend when he met with this lady and apparently strangled and killed her. And I was thinking to myself, I mean, you really don't know, who it is you're talking to, as these things are going through. Um, then all of a sudden, I found one, close here into Houston, and this lady, Taylor Smith, she made a profile on a dating app. She matched up with this guy, Cordell Rashawn Stewart. Their first in the first date, in the very first date, they apparently, became intimate, and at some point or the other, it says she invited him after, home to her house one after work. She cooked for them. They watched a movie while they were getting to know each other. About 10 o'clock, they laid down to watch another movie, and she started to get sleepy. She heard him say something about the bathroom, so he got up and went to the bathroom. Didn't hear flush toilet or water running or anything. When he came back, he said, started to get intimate, and then he kissed her, cover her mouth, and slit her throat. Okay. Um, Apparently, I mean, her hands were cut. She had defensive wounds, the whole 9 yards. It's pretty bad. There's some bad pictures. And this guy, you should see him. There's pictures of him and going to jail. It was there in Houston. Taylor Smith and Cordell Rashawn Stewart, and she scratched the poop out of this guy. Really, fought for her life. I just thought this was another interesting one. And then all of a sudden, I found one. There was a young lady, Natalie Navarro, up in Garland, Texas. She lured a guy that she had met on another online deal. And the whole point was to set this guy up online and to rob him. So Arturo Pena, the victim, thought that he was going to meet this Natalie Navarro. I don't know, for sex. I don't know, for drugs. We don't know all the details of it. But her accomplice that was waiting was a guy by the name of Yordi Martinez. And Yordi Martinez ended up supposedly shot and killed Arturo Pena and robbed him. And then the family issued an Amber Alert for Natalie Navarro, and now she's actually indicted for capital murder. So, what motivates somebody to do, premeditated violence like that? You'd have to really sit down and talk to them and find out, was this something that, they had thought about their whole lives? Was this something that they've done it before? Just to find out their backgrounds and a little bit of their history. The other takeaway is you better tread lightly when you're meeting people, through these apps, because it is obvious that people are out there and are using these apps as a means to target people. Like I said, I just gave you 4 examples: being targeted by cartels to commit crimes, being targeted just specifically to hurt and harm somebody That was it, right there. Robbing people, killing people, cutting their throats, whatever the case may be. So tread lightly, my friends. We will talk to y'all next time.